Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first of what will be a regular slot for us as Good Travel Management, in which we provide some reactionary video content in response to hot topics that are happening across the travel industry right here, right now. I'm Laura Busby, Commercial Director, joined by my able team of Andy Sison, Consulting Manager, and Neil Burling, Account Manager for our London customers. So the piece that we want to really focus on today is the recent white paper released from Black Box Partnerships in partnership with the Business Travel Association regarding navigating fragmentation in corporate travel. Black Box Partnerships are an independent consulting company, and the Business Travel Association is a representative association for the business travel community and travel management companies based in the UK. So we'll head straight into it. And this white paper that we'll be discussing today was released at the recent BTA conference in Gibraltar, in which Neil Burling was in attendance. So before we get into the detail of the white paper, Neil, could you just give us a bit of an overview of the conference in Gibraltar and what your key takeaways were? Because this is really the event of where the best and brightest in the industry get together to discuss the challenges and the focus of the industry moving forward. So would love just to hear from you what your key takeaways were.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal conference to attend, and there was some real great content that went on. But for me, this fragmentation content really stood out. It was the one piece where all TMCs felt the same. So no matter if you are a small independent, an SME, or a global player, everybody feels the same pain when it comes to this fragmentation of content. And it was a really weird place to sit, actually, because the conference was sponsored by Virgin Delta along with British Airways. So you've got these major airlines supporting such a great conference with market leaders in there. However, they're making it more and more difficult for us to access their content. And it's not just us that feels this. So this white paper has been written in conjunction with the BTA's partners in Australia, or counterparts in Australia and Europe. So it really felt like this was a global issue now, and it wasn't just a UK issue, which I think was a bit of a relief to a few of us. Like, it's not just here in the UK that are struggling with this. It's a global wide issue. And I think by pulling it together, all together, and going at it from a global perspective, there really is going to be some huge focus on this and some conversations with the suppliers. It's not just airlines, it's hotels as well. It's becoming more and more fragmented as we move along. So I feel like there's a real global presence and a global push to get this rectified and work better with our suppliers, to understand that the ultimate aim really is our clients. Our clients want to be happy. Our clients want to have access to their content. And what really came out of the conference for me was that our clients don't want to deal directly with airlines. There's multiple reasons for that around, travel policy compliance, ESG content, all sorts of things like this, reporting, account management, that clients don't want to go direct to airlines or hotels. They want to work with TMCs. Just looking at some of the stats as well, in 2024, the global business travel industry is going to be about £1.48 trillion worth. And they're looking to say by 2028, they reckon that's going to increase to about 2 trillion. So it's a huge marketplace. And I really feel that as suppliers and as suppliers to clients and TMCs, we really need to work more closely on this and push to get all content available as easily and readily available as we can, rather than TMCs having to invest in technology all the time to try and keep up with new content that's being released.
Okay, great. And I think safe to say you really enjoyed your few days out in Gibraltar.
100%. It was a great place to be. Gibraltar itself is a lovely place, but also for me, just to network with other suppliers, other TMCs, and talk about good travel management. It's really good for me to get out there and shout about all the great things we do as a TMC.
Good stuff. So Andy, over to you as being my guy who really delves into the data of how our customers perform with us to continually drive innovation and savings across our client base. So give me a quick summary of this white paper and what the real key messages are.
Morning, Laura. Well, the white paper is a credible exercise by the Business Travel Association, obviously collaborating with travel suppliers, travel management companies, and travel buyers with the aim of streamlining processes to avoid fragmentation. The white paper essentially links into several areas us as a travel management company see day to day when we're speaking to our clients and surrounding issues with fragmentation. And hopefully by the BTA leading this exercise and working with buyers and suppliers to streamline processes and avoid fragmentation, it will help like to allude on what Neil said about this is helping the customer at the end of the day as well, to ensure they've got all their data in one place when they're able to book all travel centrally, as opposed to booking in different places via a travel management company, and when there's some content available direct on suppliers' websites. But because we get into so many strategic objectives of our client partners, like sustainability, Neil mentioned it a second ago, customers want to, what we're hearing is book centrally for one central place to ensure they're using preferred sustainable suppliers, they're using the policy where they can, and it's just ensuring that everything's like booked through the one place with regards to streamlining processes. So good, like a clap from me up on BTA for leading this exercise, Laura.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think hats off to the BTA for really challenging what is a global industry issue. And from our customers and the traveller point of view, they want the right content that suits them at that particular time. So whilst it's about TMCs really innovating at pace and giving the customer the breadth of choice they want, it is about keeping that program consolidation together for the customer and making those booking processes as simple as possible. So really interesting hot topic. So we'll finish with you, Neil, of day to day, how are we at Good Travel Management really trying to drive and test and push innovation to give our customers the choice and the content that they need in what is a really challenging landscape for TMCs?
Yeah, I think we're really lucky that we've got a very strong partnership with Atris, who work alongside us to try and make sure that we get as much of this content available. There's some market-leading things that we've already got in place, access to some airlines that some other TMCs currently don't have access to. And I think with the strong relationships and partnerships we've got with Atris, we're really pushing the boundaries. And we're really trying to make sure that in every way possible, we're pulling in the content that's required for clients, whether it be airline content, hotel, European rail, all of these things that, that content is very difficult to get in one place and accurately get. There's lots of push outs and pop outs, whereas I feel within the Atris platform, it's all encompassed. And I feel like they're the partnership with us that want to move forward and make sure that this content is available. And I can't stress it enough, not just the TMCs, but ultimately to the clients and the customers. They're the people that are hugely affected by this. They're the ones that are getting frustrated with us and the industry itself because they're having to look at multiple places for the content. And what they actually want to do is just come to us and ask us for the content and it be there.
Yeah, and I think how that really plays out day to day, I think we see it more and more is, booking of low-cost carriers. I think Atris is one of the few platforms where you can book Ryanair really easily, and as well, kind of those big hotel programs from the likes of Expedia, Booking.com. That content and those brands is really, really important to our customers alongside the more traditional TMC inventory. So yeah, it is trying to bring as much content into one central spot as possible. But yeah, I think we're doing some good stuff, but it never stops. But yeah, thanks both for your opinion on this. And I think what we'll do moving forward is a lot more kind of reactionary pieces around what's going on in the industry. Please feel free to click the link below and have a read of the white paper yourselves. And as always, myself and the team are on hand to talk travel. Thanks all and have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.